Good morning, I'm Dharma, and these are your messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, anybody who was called to this. Now, I was getting ready, and I randomly felt called to pick up this particular deck. I've never used it before. I actually don't even know what the other side of the cards look like, but when I set it down and I saw all of the images on the backs of these are different. When I saw this particular image, it kind of shook me a little bit. I felt really drawn to it. It's very twin flamey. It's very you have like this mystic union here. Now these, when I get ready to start channeling and do a reading, everything that comes into play becomes part of the message. And it does feel, because something was like, look at this. Because they, on my cards, they're all up on a shelf, and I can only see the outsides of them, and I just pulled it and I sat it down and I was like, whoa. And I kind of want to go there with this right away in this union. It's there, it's seeing eye to eye in every way, shape, and form. It's just, it's profound. That's why I can't get past it. I'm like, what is this that I'm looking at here? Because it's too, I mean, you could imagine that might be what your soul or your consciousness looks like out of the body. And it's like, this is a 5D, right? And then here, you move into the 3D. So we have a feminine here. She might have long hair. She might have a really pretty chest. She might have a rainbow colored aura. She could have flowers tattooed on her. And this could be a guy who has feminine qualities. Just see where you fall after this plays out for you. But this is this looks like a prayer even. Wow. And then look at that. Oh my God, I'm blown away right now. It's two dragons. This looks like surrender. You have prayer and surrender and meeting in the middle, and then look at this image. That looks like pure bliss. This could even be all of the chakras lining up. And these are your nadis. Those are the locks that run in between each of the energy channels that run in between each of the chakras. But it looks like, because these are both your physical people, and just the way the colors go, it just seems like this is a prayer that I'm ready, thank you, and this is a receiving. It's an energy match, it's a match. And I just looked down, this masculine could have, or this person on this side of the match could have really, really blue eyes. They could have a blue aura. They could have a light about them anyways. But look at this. I'm gonna go down some kind of crazy rabbit hole with these if I don't put them down. Look at this. It's like this person, because they're looking down in this image. This is surrender. They have surrendered to it, and these could be like their guides and their spiritual team swirling around, working to make this happen, right? These images are so cool. Swirling around to make this happen, and then they're able to somehow get the point across, and then bam, they look up. They were looking down, now they look up, and what they see is this butterfly. We were talking about, and butterflies are multicolored. We're talking about this one maybe having a rainbow colored aura. They're a healer, they're this, they're that. But look at this energetic vibration coming off of this, and they're looking right at it. They're looking right at it. They get it now. They can see the match. It's a match. It just is. All day long. That is really cool. So tell me more then about how this is going to go down. The Hanged Man. So this one over here, they could have water in their chart, but they have been restricting themselves, getting a new perspective. You have the Star too. They could have been doing some kind of healing on their own. This particular deck is the only one that I've seen that has the Star as a masculine fairy. But which that doesn't mean anything. What I'm seeing is that you have this particular part to a whole who has been restricting themselves in order to heal or to do. Well, you have the Three of Swords here, and that's a masculine too. Like they've just been holding off, hermiting, not really doing much. And then you have this one over here, who is just taking the world by storm, got big dreams. This, because I'm talking about the auras and energetic frequencies, look at how when they come together, they're these complementary colors. But when they're apart, this one here is all scattered with all the colors, and this one is very, I guess, blue. It might be that there's something about this one's touch. See how her hands are like this? It's her touch that can bring the color back into this one. She's their healer. Like they might be a healer, but she's their healer. Bam, the Empress. Obviously. She's got that going on. It's the Empress and the Hermit. So we have movement. It's a break. This person might see birds, or there's like a parrot, or they just notice like some kind of glitch. They can feel this one's energy coming through. There's something here, like it feels like it's time. We did all of the healing, we did all of the waiting, we did all of the this and all of the that, but now it's time to expand deeper. Look at that. These look the same. It's the Empress and the Star. So that's Libra, Aqua vibes. That looks like Gemini, so it could be an air sign. But you also have, that's fire, that's a Pisces. This could also be Taurus. There's Leo. And then any fixed sign. So chart placement doesn't matter. These cards are depicting behavior. It's the healer and the nurturer. It's an equal exchange. It's a match. I keep going back to that. There's something about the two of these people, when they get together, it aligns in this like infinity style, figure eight style, whatever. Okay, and see, here we are. That's what I'm saying. They might see a bird, or some kind of bird is acting odd. They could be bald. In this moment, whenever this is going on, their hands could be freezing. They got ice cold hands. They might be like outside. Well, obviously if they're hanging out with birds, but they just, it feels like a moment in time, like a ping, like something wants to be called. This thing is being, well, if you're going to talk about a match, that's also like a match, a spark, a flame. And they say something. Look at her face. I love this particular Ace of Wands. That's hilarious. She's like, oh my goodness. They might just say something. Like, blah. They just say it. And a book represents, like, secrets. And look at how, like, boing, it's here. Whatever they're saying here is, like, it's like a pop-up book, right? And so what are those? Is you open it and then what are those? Well, let's just ask before I go down a rabbit hole. Tell me about this particular Ace of Wands. It's the Lion. It's heart-centered, but it's also, that's pride and ego, and they just like come on in and say the shit. That's what I'm saying. It's like word vomit. Like, what's up? And the Hierophant and the Stallion, that's my point. It's like they almost just barge in. It's the Emperor. They come right in and say the shit. Well, that's because they see it now. Whatever this was got them to open their eyes. And see, again, you have this butterfly. Butterfly represents change, but it's also that we have all these birds. They might get, did I say that in another reading? That somebody gets like a hardcore omen? And this Emperor is like, let's do this. And it's very, I'm being facetious and I'm joking, like they say the things, but it feels like whatever it is, they're very strongly, they feel strongly about whatever it is that they're saying. An Emperor do be like that. Can you tell me what it is that they are strongly communicating here? It's complicated, but it's a promise. It's something about it might be something about willing to relocate. Or you keep getting the lion, the lion, the lion, and then you have, this is definitely a past life relationship. I mean, that right there, that's what it is. But there's something about the knot. And all of these cards too would indicate some kind of divine union. I mean, that's not really up for question. It's very clearly a strong thing. But this is the part that I don't understand. They feel very, very strongly about whatever they're saying. And it's complicated, but it's some kind of proposal. What is their complicated proposal? Well, for one, they want you to trust them. Okay, the other thing here that I want to say is that it feels like the word promise is the most prominent to me here, but it's more about like whatever they're saying, they mean it. Union, and they mean it. Union, new beginning. Wow. And right there it is. That's the fairies card of the spiritual connection. They want it too. But there's a catch. I feel like there's a catch. And it's this, I need you to just trust me, or what is this? Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Fool. Maybe somebody doesn't want to start over because of the past. So basically what we have here is two people who are coming to an agreement that this is going on. And you have messages coming. You have a moment in time where there's a conversation where you have this King of Swords style Emperor who is like, okay, I keep hearing lay down the law. Like they're just going to kind of, I don't know if they're going to tell you what they expect or whatever. What is the dynamic here? This is like a hanged man again. They're being... this is like they're surrendering to this partnership. See? It's wow. It's like they're drawn to it like a moth to a flame. It's just that the flame is... you both are. But I feel like she's a dragonfly. It's basically like I'm surrendering to you or to this or to whatever this is. They're going to let it happen. See, there it is again. It's just it's the right thing to do. This whole thing is in alignment. These two people are very, very much in alignment with each other. Oh my God. This card is called alignment. Shut the front door. It's a match. When you two get together, it turns on your pyramids of electricity and then all of a sudden you're vibey healers. Oh my God. Okay, let's go do an extended, and I want to keep using these cards. These are magical. I don't know where they came from, and why haven't I used them before ever? So, let's do this. All right, the link for the extended is in the box below to take you to Vimeo, or you can join the membership side of this channel and get all of the extendeds unlimited, and the Yoginis membership will give you all of my work plus all of the yoga classes. All right, until next time, you guys have a good one.